board. I have one of my best friends, Matt Bellina, who's a military veteran there, that I'm fighting for, who has ALS, and the countless other people that have every terminal disease you can think of. So that's something I'm very proud of. More so than anything I've ever accomplished in business, trust me. That being said, I just want to say a couple things and I'll get out of your way. This past April, I was honored to be elected your delegate, Trump delegate. I, along with Barry Casper and Rob Lockery, two great people, had the opportunity to go to Cleveland and to see Donald Trump confirmed as our nominee. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever done. Tremendous night, tremendous week. However, I want to just say this. Tonight exceeds that. Let me tell you why. I'm with 4,000 Bucks County people in my hometown making history. For I honestly believe that this is what's going to happen. On November 8th, when our candidate Donald Trump gets elected, and he will be elected, the experts and the pundits and all the people that have doubted him forever are going to sit back at around midnight and they're going to talk about how this happened. And I believe that's what's turning the corner. Call me crazy, but I believe that tonight, this rally in Bucks County, in Newtown, will win the 8th Congressional District right here, our district. And when you win the 8th Congressional District, you win the state of Pennsylvania. And when you win the state of Pennsylvania, you're the President of the United States of America. So tonight, we'll look back some years later, and all you folks that were here, trust me, there'll be 100,000 people that said they were here tonight, but damn it, you're the 4,000 that really were. That's the good news. But here's what we got to do between now and the 8th. We've got to get out. We've got to go to the Trump victory offices tomorrow. We need to make phone calls. We need to knock on doors. We need to do all the things to be victorious. You cannot sit on your hands. You cannot just talk. You have got to get out, and you've got to work if you want that to be reality. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen with more effort. Look, I've been blessed. We've all been blessed. It's time to help all America, not just me and you, but everybody, the middle class, the less fortunate, all America, and Donald Trump is the man to do that. Thank you very much. God bless you. I love you guys.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Lockery, and I'm the chairman of the Bucks County Commissioners. And I'm along here tonight with my colleague, Commissioner Martin, and it's great to see all of you here in Bucks County. And as great as it is to see all of you here tonight, it's going to be even better to see Donald Trump in Bucks County, isn't it? Listen, I want to take a minute real quick. I have the great honor and privilege tonight to sort of be the MC and do some introductions. There's some people we're going to hear from in a few minutes here, and then eventually we're going to hear from the man, from Donald Trump. But I think we all need to give another, if heartfelt, round of applause to Jim Worthington for what he's done and what he's bringing here tonight. I, along with Jim and Barry Casper, was fortunate enough to be a delegate for the 8th Congressional District. So I spent basically a week in Cleveland with Jim Worthington. Had a lot of conversations with him, and one of them included this vision and this dream of having everybody here in Newtown at one of his facilities. And does the man know how to make it come true? There's something else that we're going to make come true. In a little over 2 weeks, what we're going to make come true is that we're going to have a new president, and that person's going to be Donald Trump. And I want to say this as well, if you could see what I see out there, looking at all of you, and there's still lots of people to come in here, thousands of tickets sold, the enthusiasm, the energy, the excitement. I said today in the paper, this is a movement. Is it a movement? Right. Go around the county, you see signs, you see Trump-Pence signs, you see them on yards, on lawns that have never held a political sign, I think, ever that I can remember. And that just shows you the energy and the enthusiasm. I see it as I look at all of you, and I see it all throughout Bucks County, and it's going to be a great day here on Election Day. As Jim said, when we win the 8th Congressional District, Bucks County, for Donald Trump and Governor Pence, it will make the difference, and we will make America great again. So let me keep this program moving. I know many of you have been standing here for a while, and I want to ask and invite Paul Clymer up, who is a former state representative from the 145th District, to offer the invocation. So Paul's going to come up here and join me, and we can all take a moment to bow our heads and be in silence. Paul will offer the invocation.
Let me have your silence. And hello everyone. And shall we pray? Our Father and our God, we are living in times of turmoil and confusion. The virtues of truth and honesty are being compromised by deception and political correctness. And darkness is hovering over the land. As a free people, as we the people, we must struggle and we must strengthen our resolve to defend our Constitution and our Bill of Rights, because corruption and freedom have no common ground. Liberty is priceless. For generations, our brave and courageous men and women in uniform have defended our nation at great loss and personal sacrifice. As a songwriter so aptly penned it, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. Do I hear an amen for our military? Amen. Holy God, grant mercy to a nation stumbling in the wilderness. Our guidepost of righteousness and integrity that underpins our great democracy are now being ignored and trampled underfoot. Danger to America seems to be lurking everywhere. So we pray wisdom and strength to our presidential candidate, Donald Trump, and special blessings to Governor Pence, their staff, and their co-workers. And to Donald's brave warrior family, bring comfort and peace. As Team Trump moves forward, we anticipate a new day, a new beginning for America. Then will prosperity and peace return to the land. Then will brotherhood and unity be the new stars in the heavens. Then will God's radiant sunlight of faith, hope, and redemption replace despair and depression. And then, Lord, will the people shout for joy and be glad. All these things we ask in your most holy and precious name. Amen, and God bless America.
Oh, Paul. Trying to get it right up here. Exit stage left. Now going to ask the Veterans for Trump coordinators, Petter and Ellen Cox, to come up here and to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening. As career military officers, my wife and I are both thrilled, humbled, and very honored to be here representing the Veterans for Trump tonight. I'm also thrilled to see the vast array of headgear of all the veterans who are here tonight, going back to World War II, Vietnam, Desert Storm. It's a humbling experience being up here supporting Donald Trump for president, and we thank you for your support. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please remove your headgear and follow us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Trump. Okay. We're going to hear now, I'm going to invite Milo Morris to come up the dais to sing and lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
USA! USA! Again, if you could see what I see, you look good. You look good. You're fired up. You've got energy. This is a movement, right? And it's going to happen in a little over 2 weeks. And it's going to happen right here in Bucks County. And in addition to having the right man at the top of the ticket, it takes a lot of effort here in the grassroots, here in the streets, here in the door knocking, here at the polls to actually get the job done. And we are so blessed and so fortunate in Bucks County to have a chair of this Republican Party who knows how to win and who knows how to bring victories here for the Republicans in Bucks County. She's done it before. She's going to do it again. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce the chair of the Bucks County Republican Committee, Pat Poprick.
Wow. Whoa, you are fantastic. You're right, Rob, it's huge. Let me tell you something, folks. This is an election that will be decided by the work we do. Mr. Trump's going all over. He's doing everything he has to do, knocking on doors for money, working so hard, but he can't do it all. And you know, we don't win wars by ourselves. Generals don't win it alone. They have an army. Look at this army. Look at the number of people. I have to tell you, when we started this, There were a lot of people were supporting. It's grown and grown, and I hear these goofy polls. Let me tell you, the polls they're saying are what we see. Look at this room tonight, Friday night, and there's people still coming through the door. So, do you believe those polls? Are we going to prove those polls wrong? And we're going to do it together. Nobody wins alone, and there's no I in the word team. We're a team, and I heard Rob mention it and Jim. Let me tell you something, folks. We have to get out and identify voters. That's what we're doing. Because on election night, election day, if we find a voter that's not voting for Trump, we hope he falls asleep. We don't wake him up. We don't call him. But when we identify, and there's enough people that want Trump, I know that. We have to know who they are. We need you. Today they were having sign-ins when you came. We're asking, look at this room. If every person in this room did one 3-hour shift, we would be able to ID this county. One shift, folks, 3 hours. You're here, you love these events, they're fun, you get signs, you put them on your lawn. That won't win. We have to get out and do the job. Election day, we need help at the polls. There are polls we have nobody at. You will do this. You can win this election. And you heard them saying, and it's the truth. When he wins Bucks, he wins Pennsylvania. When he wins Pennsylvania, he wins the White House. Yeah. And I don't know about you. I got a pretty darn busy schedule, and I know you do too. But I've been outdoor knocking. Hundreds of us have gone. Ask yourself, have I done enough? Have I done enough? Look in that mirror tomorrow morning and say, can I get out and give a shift somewhere? There's 4 locations, Quakertown, Newtown, Doylestown, and Bensalem. There's no excuse, folks. There's plenty of places. Do you want Donald Trump to be president? Are you willing to work to make him president? Well, let's do it, guys. Together we'll win. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I know Pat pretty well, and you never want to get her on the wrong side. So when she tells you what to do, we better do it. Because when we do it, we win. And we're almost 2 weeks out from this election day, and every single one of us needs to do our part to make it a victory for the Republican Party and a victory for our country. Now, there are other races that are going on. I know we're focused at the top of the ticket, but it matters who we elect statewide in other offices. And there are 2, you don't hear a lot about them. But we're here to highlight them tonight because their vote, your vote for them, is equally important. And now I want to introduce the man who's running for Auditor General, John Brown. John is from Northampton County, just above us here in Bucks County. He's the executive there. He's our GOP candidate for Auditor General. Help me welcome John Brown.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Bucks County. Let's hear it. Are you ready to make Pennsylvania great again? Are you ready to make America great again? My name is John Brown, and I'm running for Auditor General. My one job is to stop the government from taking your hard-earned tax money, to root out the waste, to stop the governor from reaching into the treasury he's not supposed to. Are you tired? Are you tired of the waste in government? Let's hear it. Are you tired of the government telling you how you can use your land? Yeah. And if you are, then I have something that I need you to do. We mentioned the local races. We need you to go out and work for the state representatives that are running. We need you to work for the state senators. We need you to work for the congressmen. We need you to work for the senators. If you go out and do that in your local areas with as much work as you can, here's what's going to happen. We're going to win every district. We're going to win locally. And if you're willing to do that, guess what's going to happen? Pennsylvania is going to be made great again. Do you want that? And as you've heard before, if we make Pennsylvania great again, guess what happens? Donald Trump becomes president, and that makes America great again. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, John. Another individual I'd like to introduce who's also running for a statewide office, and that office is for treasurer. And if you pay attention to politics in Pennsylvania, you know that the recent treasurers that have been there from the Democrat Party haven't fared too well. And while we have a candidate who could do the job, who could be the treasurer of this Commonwealth, and I'd like to introduce him to you tonight, and that is Otto Voigt.
Good evening, fellow deplorables. And good evening, adorable deplorables. Are you ready to make America great again? Are you ready to make America great again? There we go, there we go. Then you've come to the right place. I am Otto Voigt, and I'm running for state treasurer, and I am proud to have been the first statewide candidate to endorse Donald J. Trump for President of the United States. And let me tell you this, I will not waver. I will not back down. Donald Trump doesn't back down from anything, and neither can we. I support Donald Trump for 3 reasons. One is the military and security, and the other is jobs, and the other is he is going to end Common Core once and for all. Right? As a brief aside, it turns out my opponent in this race is solely responsible for bringing Common Core to Pennsylvania. Just telling the truth, folks, just telling the truth. Donald Trump understands the threat that we face, and that threat is radical Islamist terrorists. ISIS did not exist before Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. What should we do with Hillary? I thought so. Great crowd, great crowd. Did you know that more people believe in Bigfoot than in the trustworthiness of Hillary Clinton? But Donald Trump will make us safe at home and abroad. We've had the worst economic recovery since 1949 with Donald Trump as president. He will bring good jobs back to our community. I think Hillary Clinton should hold her next rally from a prison. And did you know, actually more people believe in UFOs than in the trustworthiness of Hillary Clinton. So let me ask you this. Are you tired of the status quo? You're tired of the culture of corruption? You're just tired of Hillary Clinton? Then let's go out there and work hard to make Donald J. Trump the next president of the United States. Thank you. God bless you and God bless America.
All right. 2 different chants. There you go. All right, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I know you've been standing for a long time. I'm hot too up here, but we're getting real close. We're getting real close for the reason we're all here tonight. I do want to mention one other candidate statewide running for Attorney General, and that's John Rafferty. That's an important position for this Commonwealth, so don't forget that one as well. Now it's my great honor to introduce the Pennsylvania State Chairman for the Donald Trump campaign, and that is Congressman Tom Marino. Let's welcome Congressman Marino here to Bucks County to help us introduce and kick off this night. Let's hear it for Donald.
Well, good evening, Bucks County. How are you doing tonight? I want to thank you so very much for coming out and supporting the Trump-Pence ticket. It's up to you to win this election, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information that probably will help you do that. I want to ask you a simple question. How's it been going the last 30 years with governors and senators and career politicians being president? How's that been going? We're $20 trillion in debt. 20 million people out of work or underemployed. The borders are wide open. Businesses and jobs are leaving the country in droves. A failed health care program that is getting more expensive each day. Terrorism in the United States, and a President Obama and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, they are afraid to say Islamic extremist terrorist. Murder's on the rise, and are you sick of the establishment that takes place in D.C.? That's why Donald Trump has the movement that he has. Do we need another liar in the White House? What are we going to do to prevent that from happening? Are there any Second Amendment gun owners here? Are there any women for Donald Trump here as well? And I know we have a ton of veterans out there from Donald Trump. Let's hear from you. I tell my children on a weekly basis, if it weren't for our vets and our active military, they wouldn't have what they have today. Are there any law enforcement guys out there and gals? Law enforcement. I'm an 18-year prosecutor, and you know something? Blue lives matter. Are there any pro-life people out there? Well, if Hillary Clinton becomes president, which I don't think is going to happen, we will lose these rights because she's going to appoint justices to the Supreme Court that take our rights away from us. You know, Hillary denied any wrongdoings on emails and on servers and kept lying, one lie after another, and we know what has come out since. She told the FBI when she was being questioned by the FBI 41 times, I don't recall or I don't remember. She was in a civil suit being questioned in a deposition, and she told the attorneys there 21 times, I don't recall or I don't remember. Now, I as a prosecutor for 18 years, when I am questioning a suspect, and they say to me, I don't recall or I don't remember, I say two things are happening. They have a mental problem or they're a liar, and I think Hillary Clinton is both. Hillary Clinton said that the uprising in Libya, in Egypt, in Syria was a good thing. How is that going today? Hillary Clinton said the Obama-Iran deal is a good idea, and it was her initial idea of giving them $150 million to build nuclear weapons and to give money to terrorists. So what should we do with Hillary at this point? Last week, I think it might have been after the second debate 2 weeks ago, Hillary Clinton was up at 3 a.m. tweeting. Well, let me ask her, where was she in Benghazi when at 3 a.m. our heroes asked her for help and they got murdered? She didn't answer the call, and she will not answer the call for this country. I want to share something with you. I was doing some reading, a little research, and I saw a clip of Michelle Obama making a speech against Hillary Clinton when Hillary Clinton was running in the primary against Barack Obama. You know what Michelle Obama said about Hillary Clinton? She can't keep her own house in order because of her husband's activities. How can she keep the White House in order? Hillary Clinton is not pro-military, and she's not pro-law enforcement. So what do we say and do with Hillary Clinton? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a critical time for us. This is the most important election that we're going to see probably in our lifetimes, because this government will be changed on account of a liberal Supreme Court, and we cannot stand that here. You know, Hillary Clinton made $30 million last year. She took all the exemptions that she could, and she ended up getting $3.5 million back. She railed on Wall Street, saying Wall Street was no good, but she did private speeches with them. And she told them that Wall Street will be better off if she is a president of the United States. And they gave her millions and millions of dollars. Now, this is something I want to talk to you about on tax breaks. She criticizes Donald Trump for taking tax breaks. While she was in the hospital, she donated Bill's underwear to a charity, but wrote that off on her income tax return. Now, Hillary, can you imagine Hillary Clinton calling somebody crooked? She's just a person that continues to lie and lie when she's caught in the corner. She makes things up, and you can see how it was done in a debate. Hillary said she'll put the coal miners out of work. Well, Donald Trump will revive the coal industry, and the United States will come energy independent while he's the president of the United States. Hillary Clinton referred to the women who accused her husband of assaulting them as bimbos and psychos. But do you really think Hillary Clinton is concerned about women that get assaulted? This is just convenient for her at this point. And also in that lawsuit that Bill Clinton was drug into, he ended up paying $850,000 to stop the lawsuit. He was fined $100,000 by a federal judge because he lied. And he was temporarily lost his law license to practice. Does Hillary Clinton really deserve your support? Does she deserve to be the president of the United States? She was at a fundraiser and she referred to us as deplorables. I don't know, some of you may recall that a couple of years ago, Nancy Pelosi referred to me as insignificant. These are people who think that they are better than us, and you have to get out there at the ballot box and prove otherwise, ladies and gentlemen. Hillary Clinton loves Obamacare. But Bill Clinton, just in a speech, said Obamacare is crazy, and there are even more Democrats coming out saying we can't afford Obamacare, we have to do something about it. But you know, if she's elected president, she's going to be another 4 more years of Obama and probably even worse. So what are we going to do with Hillary Clinton? In the last debate, she sort of referred to herself and compared herself to Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's probably rolling over in his grave as we speak. And you know something? I thought one of the best lines that Donald came out with is when Hillary made the statement that it's a good thing for Americans that he isn't in charge of the Justice Department and law enforcement, and he turned around and said, yeah, because you would be in jail, so where does she belong, ladies and gentlemen? Donald will be coming out shortly. Again, I want to thank you all for being here, but it's up to you. It's up to every Pennsylvanian in this state that wants a good future for their children, wants the quality of their lives improved. So get out there and support the Trump-Pence ticket, and I thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Congressman. So here's the deal. No more speeches. Well, maybe one more. Right? One more? That's what you're here for. So this concludes this portion of the program. There's going to be a little music here. And in a few moments, the reason that you came here tonight, Donald Trump will be here to talk to Bucks County. Let's make America great again, everybody.
How are we doing tonight, Pennsylvania? In 18 days from this moment tonight, every person in this room is going to get their country back. My name's Stephen Miller. I'm senior advisor to Donald Trump. And in a few moments, you're going to be hearing from the man who's going to save the United States of America. And let me tell you what he's going to do. For one, he's going to bring back your jobs to Pennsylvania. The jobs that have been shipped to other countries like Mexico, China, Vietnam, and all across the world are going to come back to Philadelphia, they're going to come back to Pittsburgh, they're going to come back to every town, small and large, all across this state. Let me tell you what else he's going to do. He's going to stop thousands of refugees from flooding into our communities, threatening our security, and draining our budgets. We are a nation $20 trillion in debt. We need to rebuild American cities for American workers. And we need to take care of American children who have American dreams, who want to get ahead in their own country. Let me tell you what else a vote for Donald Trump is going to do. A vote for Donald Trump is going to make sure that we have on our southern border a beautiful security wall. And that wall is going to keep out the heroin, and it's going to keep out the drugs, and it's going to keep out the gang members and the criminals and the drug dealers and the cartel leaders and everybody else who doesn't belong inside the United States.
We are going to have an immigration system for once that makes you proud. An immigration system designed by and for American workers. I've worked in Washington for 10 years, and I can tell you something. When they're designing immigration bills, they're meeting with large multinational corporations worth billions, even trillions of dollars. They're meeting with special interests. They're meeting with lobbyists for illegal immigrants. They're meeting with representatives for everybody who wants to drive down wages in this country. But you know who they're not meeting with? They're not meeting with the people in this room tonight. No one in Washington ever asked you what kind of immigration system you wanted. Nobody ever asked you what kind of country you wanted your children to grow up in. Nobody ever asked you about your family's safety and security and peace. The first duty of government, and I think you will all agree, is to protect the citizens of the United States of America. Hillary Clinton has pledged open borders. Now, what will open borders mean for your family? It'll mean a lifetime of lower wages. What will open borders mean for your schools? It will mean your schools will be overwhelmed by more students than they can handle. What will it mean for your hospitals? It'll mean crowded emergency rooms. It'll mean overwhelmed resources. What will open borders mean for your security, for crime, for safety, for the quality of life in this country? If protecting the sovereignty of the United States is not enough to rouse the people of this country to action, then nothing will. But I know the people will rise to the moment and the occasion, and everyone in this room will rise to the moment and the occasion. Because on this election, on November 8th, will hinge the answer to this simple question Mr. Trump has asked us over and over again. Either we have a country or we don't. Is Pennsylvania ready to vote to preserve this country? You know, as we've traveled across the United States, I've seen firsthand Mr. Trump has spent hours and hours and hours with the parents who've lost their children to illegal immigration, to drugs, to gangs, to violence. Your vote can save an American life. Your vote can save the next mother or the next father from losing their child to crime and violence and drugs and gangs and open borders. Your vote can make cities in our country safer and more prosperous and make children be able to live out their dreams without fear of violence and crime in their own communities. And it all rests and hinges on your hands. So I have this one simple question for everyone here tonight. Are you ready for 18 days to give everything that you have to elect Donald J. Trump as the next President of the United States? Because if you do, you will get a secure border, and you will get lower taxes, and you will get fair, great trade deals, and you will get safe communities, and you will get honest government, and you will get one more thing, folks. If you elect Donald J. Trump, you will be able to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. So show up and vote. Do it for love of your family, do it for love of your community, and do it for love of your country. And so one more time, so they can hear you, all the way out in Washington, D.C., is Pennsylvania going to elect Donald J. Trump as President of the United States? Thank you, God bless you, and God bless this wonderful state.
Good evening, everyone, from the RSBN studios here in Auburn. I'm Joe Seals, and we are looking live now at the Donald Trump rally at the Newtown Sports Complex in Newtown, Pennsylvania. This is a work of art. This is a thing of beauty right here. Our cameraman is panning the audience, panning the crowd, just like you like, and we'll say about Martin, our cameraman, is doing a fantastic job. He has worked with some of the biggest names. He's worked with Fox News, NBC throughout his career, and we're honored to have him aboard helping us tonight, and he will be helping us throughout the remainder of the election. You can see he brings the good stuff. We got a lot of this is probably one of the best camera feeds we've had since we've started here, and we are just honored and privileged to be here covering the rally tonight. And we'll also be live. Martin will also be live tomorrow in Virginia Beach at Regent University tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. He'll also be, Brad, our other cameraman, will also be live tomorrow night. You don't want to miss that. He'll be live from Cleveland at the XI Center there. Donald Trump and Governor Pence will be in attendance at that rally. And so you won't want to miss that one tomorrow night. And then we have big plans for next week. We will now have the ability to live stream from every single Trump rally that we were at. The internet will no longer be an issue. Thanks to all you and your great, wonderful, generous donations, we have now the ability to live stream without Ethernet cable. We have found a portable unit that can get the job done, and we're picking that up Sunday in Washington, and it's going to be awesome. So you'll never miss a live event. We'll show you the crowds everywhere we go, no matter if it's outside, inside, no more excuses. We'll have the internet for you. And it's all because you guys have chipped in. Thank you so much, rsbn.tv/donate. We have big things coming up. You guys have no idea all the things we have planned. You have to tune in and see what we have coming next week. There are so many things I can't even tell you about that hopefully will be happening after November 8th. Until November 8th, we're going to concentrate on one thing, and that is bringing you every minute of coverage from the campaign trail and showing the movement so everybody else can see it as well and hop aboard the Trump train. That's what we want. We're not ashamed to say we're pro-Trump. You shouldn't either. And we will go back now to some music. And as soon as the next speakers come on, we'll turn it off, and you'll hear, and you'll love it. Everything is great. Thank you so much. I'm out of here.
This is Dave Kilner from the band Coldwater Canyon, and you're watching RSBN, the Right Side Broadcasting Network, your #1 streaming source for all things Trump. You can find Coldwater Canyon's music on cdbaby.com and keep tuning in to RSBN. We'll be right here on the Trump train with you.
We're gonna make America great again. We're gonna make America free again. People have the power to vote that way. All you people screaming USA. We're gonna fill this country with work again. We're gonna bring those jobs back for good again. We gotta make those deals in a better way and keep prosperity here to stay. And now that trains are rolling, all of that self-loathing's gonna fade. So you better climb aboard, 'cause that engine's gonna roar on down the rail. We're gonna make this land of ours one again. We're gonna make this nation happy again. People have the power, so let's act that way. And the UN will crumble and blow away. Peaceful revolution's gonna be the best solution for us all. Wall Street and the bankers who all rigged this crooked system gonna fall. And the train keeps on rolling, and just keeps on rolling down the rail.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great honor. Boy, what a crowd. We've been all over today, North Carolina and Pennsylvania, and we have had crowds, you wouldn't believe it. Congressman Duncan from Tennessee said the greatest thing he's ever seen. He's never seen anything like this. And I'll tell you what, it's really been a great honor. And in 18 days, we are going to win the state of Pennsylvania, and we are going to win the White House. But you have to get out, November 8th, you have to get out. Just have to get out and vote. Otherwise, we've all wasted a lot of time and energy. I've wasted time, energy, and money. So you gotta get out. We gotta turn this thing around. What's going on in our country today is a disgrace. Our opponents have spent more money than ever before in the history of campaigns, raised from special interests, and yet we're leading in polls from Rasmussen to the LA Times to Investors Business Daily. Leading nationwide, just came out. We're leading nationwide. Together, we're going to deliver real change that puts America first. We're going to renegotiate our terrible, absolutely terrible, horrible trade deals, end illegal immigration, stop the massive inflow of refugees, reduce surging crime, cut taxes, big league, cut regulations, big league, end Common Core, bring our education local, and repeal and replace Obamacare. Disaster. Your premiums are going up 70, 80, 90%, and it's only going to get worse. And Hillary Clinton wants to do it more so. We're going to repeal it. We're going to replace it with something much better at a fraction of the cost. Your jobs will come back under a Trump administration. Your incomes will go up under a Trump administration. Your taxes will go way down under a Trump administration. Your companies won't be leaving Pennsylvania under a Trump administration. That I can tell you. There will be consequences. We're also going to rebuild our badly depleted military. We have the greatest people on earth, but they've let it go. Our Navy is the smallest it's been since World War I. My plan will be to build 350 ships. We need a 350 ship Navy. It's much lower than that right now. Smallest since World War I. Can you believe that? This will be the largest effort at rebuilding our military since Ronald Reagan, and it will require a truly national effort. And do we need that or what? The Philadelphia Navy Yard is a perfect example. I went to school in Philadelphia. I know Philadelphia very well. I will instruct my Secretary of the Navy to study locations like Philadelphia, with a long history of service to our military and proximity to vibrant private industry, and find ways to involve them in this national effort. It'll happen. As our fleet is rebuilt, we'll need to invest in recruiting the skilled American craftsmen that we need, like welders and pipe fitters and so many more. People that don't have jobs. Greatest people. We'll establish centers of excellence in places like Philadelphia and Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Hampton Roads, Virginia, to produce the master craftsmen we need to rebuild our fleet and many other things. We will rebuild our Navy, and we will do it with American steel made right here in Pennsylvania. And you see what's happened to our steel industry, bum. As part of our plan for bold change to make your life better, we will also rebuild our massively depleted infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, our tunnels. It's all falling apart. We have $20 trillion in debt, and our roads and infrastructure are a disaster. Obama, Clinton doubled the national debt in 8 years, but instead of rebuilding America, the money was all lost, and America's infrastructure is like that of a third world country. We spent $6 trillion in the Middle East, and it's in far worse shape now than it was 15 years ago. Think of it. Spent $6 trillion. We could have rebuilt our country 2 times over. Imagine if we had spent this money rebuilding the inner cities of Philadelphia. Instead, we spent trillions on foreign countries and left our towns and cities to crumble. How smart are our politicians? These are stupid people. Stupid people. We defend other countries' borders, invest in their resources, but abandon their own. Think of it. We fight for other countries' borders, and yet our border is like a sieve, like water pours through. We're going to have strong borders. We're going to have the wall. Don't worry about the wall. We're going to have the wall. That I can tell you. We will build the wall, and who's going to pay for the wall? That's right. They may not know it yet. They're paying for the wall.
And I met with the president of Mexico, nice guy, 2 months ago. And we had a good meeting, just the beginning, but we had a very good meeting, believe me. And it's very unfair. We have a highway that goes right into Mexico. They're taking our plants, they're taking our jobs, they're taking so much. We've lost so much. Look at Philadelphia, look at Pennsylvania, look at what's happened to Pennsylvania, the jobs. Look at the steel industry in Pennsylvania. Was the greatest in the world, and now it's not so good. It's going to be good again. It's going to be great again. Not good. It's going to be great again. The plan I'm proposing targets substantial new investment here at home to fix America's transportation, drinking water, and other vital infrastructure. This can be achieved through a focus on public-private partnerships, proven financing programs, and tax credits that incentivize companies to make major job and wealth-producing investments in your local economies. It should be done. This means help for projects like the Pennsylvania Turnpike, as well as the Pennsylvania portion of the Appalachian Highway System. Needs help. Not in good shape. Amazing what it looks like now compared to 10 or 15 years ago, isn't it? Look at your whole lives compared to 10 or 15 years ago. My plan will also help Pennsylvania upgrade, replace bridges in the Commonwealth that have been deemed structurally deficient. It's amazing what percentage are structurally deficient. I said before, sometimes you just want to swim and just relax and swim across the river. Get there safely. Now, some are very, very dangerous. We're also going to unleash, thank you. I love you too. He sounds like a rough guy, but I love him. In my own way, I love him. We're also going to unleash the power of American energy right here in Pennsylvania. Shale, oil, natural gas, and clean coal. Clean coal. We're going to put our miners back to work, folks. And we're putting Pennsylvania back to work. And we're going to put the special interests, and who knows more about special interests than me? But we're going to put them out of work. We're going to renegotiate NAFTA, stop the TPP, which is a disaster, and stand up to foreign product dumping and currency manipulation that make it impossible for your companies to compete. Your city has lost 1/3 of its manufacturing jobs since Bill Clinton signed NAFTA, a deal strongly supported by Hillary Clinton. Listen to this number. And I've been saying it's a typo. 70,000, not 7,000 or 700 or 7. 70,000 factories have shut down or left the United States since China entered the World Trade Organization. That was another Clinton mess. And 100,000 jobs have been lost since she produced the deal, the great deal, with South Korea. Just a few miles from here, there's a very famous bridge that says, "Trenton makes, the world takes." Under a Trump administration, I can promise you, we are going to start making things in America again. We are going to start making things in Pennsylvania again. Your products will be sent around the world, not your jobs. Right now, your jobs are dissipated. We're going to start making things again. Do you remember it used to say made in the USA or made in America? Where do you see that anymore? You don't see it. Hillary is controlled by special interests who want to ship your jobs to other countries. She's the most corrupt person ever to run for the presidency of the United States. She bleached and deleted 33,000 emails after getting a congressional subpoena, lied under oath to Congress, lied to the FBI, obstructed justice, made 13 iPhones disappear, some with a hammer, and now we just learned that 2 boxes of evidence are mysteriously missing. And we just had a 4-star general, highly respected, General Cartwright. You heard what happened yesterday. Could go to jail for 5 years because he supposedly told a lie to the FBI. 1 lie. And I don't know that it was even a lie. I don't know that General Carter, this is a 4-star general. This happened yesterday. Could go to jail for 5 years. And there have been nothing but lies to the FBI. Now from WikiLeaks, we've just learned she tried to get $12 million from the King of Morocco for an appearance, 1 appearance. More pay for play. That's why I'm proposing a package of ethics reforms to make our government honest once again. It's time to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. Is there any place more fun to be than a Trump rally? Right? One new proposal I'm outlining today will help us put the corrupt regulation industry out of business. They're killing your steel. They're killing your energy. They're really, really hurting our country. And we need regulation. We need regulation for safety. And we need regulation for the environment, but we don't need what's happening with the regulation industry, that I can tell you. I will work with Congress to require that for every 1 new regulation, 2 old regulations must be eliminated. We're losing $2 trillion in economic activity a year to regulations. The only people getting rich are the lobbyists, the lawyers, and the special interests. I'm also going to push for a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on all of our members of Congress. It's time. Not only will we end government corruption, do you think it's time? Right? Not only will we end government corruption, but we'll end economic stagnation. My plan lowers our business tax from 35% to 15% and lowers taxes for everybody straight across the board, everybody as individuals, and simplifies our tax code. We're also going to rebuild our inner cities. African Americans and Hispanics living in the inner cities are suffering. The violence is unbelievable and unbearable. You walk to the store with your child and you get shot. There's no education, there are no jobs, there's no safety. Nearly 3,500 people have been shot in Chicago since January 1st, the beginning of the year. Homicides are up nearly 50% in Washington, D.C., and more than 60% in Baltimore. And it's getting worse. Murder in the United States is up more, think of it, is up more than at any time over 45 years, the highest level in 45 years. You don't hear that from these dishonest people back there, meaning the media. Look at them. Look at them. Most dishonest people. They are the most dishonest people. They are dishonest people. We're living in a rigged system, and believe me, they're a big part of the rigging, those people. Believe me. They don't tell the truth. So to the African American and Hispanic voters suffering in inner cities and other places that are so riddled with crime, with no jobs, with no education, or very poor education, I say, what do you have to lose? I will fix the inner cities. I will fix education. We will bring back jobs. We will make the inner cities safe. Some of the inner cities are as dangerous as the war zones you read about in the Middle East. We will do a great job. We will also make our nation rich again. We have to do that. We have to do that. But to be a rich country, we must also be a safe country. National security begins at the border. Speaking in secret to a foreign bank, Hillary Clinton said her dream is for totally open trade and open borders, and she denied it. And she denied it the other night in the debate, right? But she turned out to be wrong. Who won the debate? That one, honestly, that was not close. Except for a couple of dishonest groups, they would say, oh, I think she won. I think she, give me a break. Hillary's plan includes an open border with the Middle East, meaning generations of radicalism and terrorism spreading and growing within our shores. Not good. She even wants a 550% increase in Syrian refugees over Obama's numbers to come pouring into our country. She wants 550% more than the thousands that are already coming in. The great white horse, you watch, folks. It's a great white horse. So let me state very clearly the fact that if I'm elected president, I am going to keep radical Islamic terrorism the hell out of our country. We will also stop the crisis of illegal immigration. All right. Boy, what spirit. Pennsylvania, I love Pennsylvania. I got a good education in Pennsylvania. My kids got a good education in Pennsylvania. Smart people in Pennsylvania, tough and smart and sharp. And people that don't like what's happening to their country, that's who's in Pennsylvania, I'll tell you. A Trump administration will secure and defend our borders, believe me. And yes, we will build the wall. We have the honor of being the first ever endorsement from our ICE and Border Patrol officers. 16,500 Border Patrol and ICE just last week endorsed us. They've never endorsed a presidential candidate. Never. It was just reported that a man deported from our country 10 times in 6 years has been charged with raping a 12-year-old girl. In August, Texas police arrested a serial illegal immigrant rapist who had been deported 5 times. One victim included a 68-year-old woman with a cane who took his offer to drive her home. He left her on the side of a dirt road in absolutely horrible, horrible condition. A 64-year-old Air Force veteran, Marilyn Ferris, was raped and beaten to death with a hammer by a repeat offending criminal illegal immigrant who should have been deported many times but never was under the Obama administration. If I'm elected, we will impose tough new mandatory minimum federal prison sentence for anyone who illegally re-enters the country after previously being deported. They won't come back. And we will swiftly remove and deport all criminal aliens from this country, the gang members, the drug lords. We got some bad dudes. And they're preying on our citizens, and that's not going to happen. It's going to be one of the first things we do. Either we win this election or we lose the country. And believe me, this is the last time we are going to have a chance to win. This is it, folks. This is it. It's the last time. A victory in November will be a victory for you, the American people, and that's what it is. I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to do this. There's a lot of work. I didn't need it, but I'm doing it. And I know the other side. I've been on the other side for a long time. I know it. But I also saw that this country was going bad. It was going in the wrong direction, just going in the wrong direction. I love our country, and we're going to pull it off. We're going to make it great again. We're going to make America great again. Here are some of the amazing things we're going to be doing for our country starting in 2017. We are going to have the biggest tax cut since Ronald Reagan. Hillary Clinton is going to raise your taxes a lot. She's going to raise your taxes. That came out loud and clear in the debate. Going to raise your taxes. We're going to lower your taxes big league. Not only the business taxes, we're lowering everybody's. We're simplifying the code. Who knows the code better than me? We're simplifying the code. We're simplifying the code. The only one that's going to do badly is H&R Block. They won't do so well. They're not going to be so happy. We're going to eliminate every unnecessary job-killing regulation. We are going to defend religious liberty, which is under siege. Under siege. Religious liberty is under siege. We're going to provide school choice to every low-income child in America. And we are going to end Common Core. We're going to support the great men and women of law enforcement. We will save the Second Amendment also under siege. We're going to appoint justices to the United States Supreme Court who will uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. For the next 18 days, you have to get every last person you know out to the voting booths. You have to do it. You have to do it. Or we've wasted so much. November 8th. This is our one magnificent chance to reclaim our country, the country we love, for we the people. I'm going to fight for every citizen of every background from every stretch of this nation I'm going to fight for every child living in poverty. I'm going to fight for every mom who lost her child to illegal immigration and drugs and gang violence. And that's a lot of people, and these are great people. The Remembrance Project. Think about the Remembrance Project. Look it up. Credible people. I'm going to fight for every community whose jobs and factories have been ripped out of our states, like Pennsylvania, and shipped to Mexico and other countries all over the world. That's not happening anymore. I'm going to fight for every person in this country who believes government should serve the people, not the donors and not the special interests. I'm going to fight to bring us all together as Americans. We're a divided nation. We are going to be a nation of spirit. We are going to love everybody. There's love in this room. We're going to love everybody. Imagine what our country could accomplish if we started working together as one people under one God, saluting one American flag. You're going to look back at this rally for the rest of your life. You're going to remember this day in 10 and 20 and 30 years from now. This is a movement like you and the media have never, ever seen before. There has never been anything like this. Too bad they won't write and speak honestly about it. It would actually make for much better television. You're going to look back at this election and say this is by far the most important vote you've ever cast for anyone at any time. You're going to be proud of your country again. We're going to make great deals and bring back jobs. We're going to have a strong military. We're going to take care of our great veterans. We're going to take care of our veterans. If we win, the change you've been waiting for will finally arrive. Just remember, we're going to do so much. And remember the inner cities, the African American community. Just remember what I'm saying. We will do such a great job. Those communities have been ruled by Democrats for some cases over 100 years, unbroken. We will do such a great job. We have to get everybody together. We have to get out and vote. We're going to have, believe me, this is Brexit times 5. You watch what's going to happen. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again, and we will make America great again. Thank you, everybody. I love you. God bless you. God bless you. November 8th, get out and vote. November 8th. Thank you, everybody.
Joe Seals back here in the RSBN studios in Auburn. Thank you for watching our stream tonight. Shout out to Martin, our cameraman. Did a great job tonight, and we certainly appreciate it. Showing the crowds, upgrading our equipment, and this is how we do it now. We're moving up. We're moving on up. Lots of exciting things coming. Lots of exciting things that I can't tell you about, but we are really, really honored and proud to be here. And as I said before, we have some exciting things for next week. We're actually going to be able to live stream every single Trump event with our own cameras, at least the ones that we are able to be at without having Ethernet cables. We are upgrading our equipment, and now we'll be able to broadcast live from anywhere, whether there's Ethernet, internet, or not. We have invested in something thanks to your generous donations, and we are going to roll that out next week. So you will be able to see things that we have not been able to show you before. We'll be outside broadcasting live before the rally and during the rally inside in a way that we've not done before. There's the great Dan Scavino on stage right now documenting the crowd as they flow out. Big shout out to Dan, he's a good guy. And so what I'm saying is lots of things are coming, and it's all because of you and your donations. rsbn.tv/donate. We would not be here if it weren't for you, and our guys are working hard, and we are going to just tear up the road and the air, and we're going to be at every single event that we can possibly be at. It's going to get crazy. We're talking 4 or 5 events per day coming up in the next few weeks in the final run up to the general, but we are going to be there with you every step of the way, and we appreciate all your support. The only network that shows the crowd, the rest of the media won't dare, and we'll show it to you every time. Anytime you see a crowd camera moving like this, it's more than likely ours. So I'm going to let you go. I want to thank everybody again, and we'll see you back here. Oh, by the way, I forgot very importantly, tomorrow we will be live from Virginia Beach at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll also be live tomorrow night from Cleveland at 7 Eastern Time tomorrow night from Cleveland. And our cameras at both events. It's going to be really awesome tomorrow night in Cleveland, especially a big crowd. Mike Pence and Donald Trump will be there tomorrow in Cleveland, so you don't want to miss that. And also, we're going to have coverage tomorrow of Donald Trump, who will deliver remarks in Gettysburg tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And so another busy day, 3 live events for Trump tomorrow. Saturday, there's more live events that have just popped up on the schedule. And also on Sunday, Trump will hold a rally in Sanford, Florida. So you want to make sure you tune in, clear out your Sunday evening. That's going to be huge. Tampa on Monday, a huge rally at an amphitheater outside. We are going to do our best to make it there with our new equipment so that we can bring that one to you, because it's going to be huge. But we should have it in place by Tuesday at the latest. And we'll try to be in, I believe that's, Tampa is on Monday and Sanford is Tuesday, I think. I'm not sure. Do you have the schedule pulled up? Pull up the schedule, Jake. But we're going to be at, look, this is going to be huge. And I want to say thank you for all the comments. We produced the Trump campaign's pregame and postgame shows the other night for them at the debate. It was a blast. We all had a lot of fun. We appreciate, and look, there's a guy who's got our feed on there. Look at that. The guy's saying hello. He's got our YouTube feed pulled up on the stream there, I think. So
Saturday is Gettys, Saturday Virginia Beach, Saturday Cleveland.
Okay, so what? Say it again.
Saturday.
Yeah, I want to know about Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Monday, Trump will be in St. Augustine. Is that Trump?
3 p.m.
Wow, another one just added. St. Augustine, Florida at 3 on Saturday?
No, Monday.
Monday. And then what about?
Tampa at 7.
Tampa is at 7. So Monday, St. Augustine at 3. Tampa at 7. Tuesday? Sanford, Florida. Sanford is on Tuesday, and there will be many more filling in. Believe me, Trump is going to camp out in Florida for probably the better part of next week, and rightfully so. A lot of work to do there in Florida to make sure that we can get that one in the red column. I think things are looking up for us, folks, so thank you. Let you go now. We're going to leave you with a feed. Our guy's going to continue rolling here and get some pretty cool shots here, so enjoy it. The Wayne Dupree program coming up in about an hour and a half. Make sure you tune in at 9 o'clock Eastern Time right here on RSBN. Wayne Dupree and crew will be taking your calls tonight, so make sure you're ready for that. Have a good evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for Trump in Gettysburg.
Just another Friday night in LA. We all getting down, feeling right. And there she is alone again in the corner, sipping on a glass of house red wine. As the band begins to play, she's grooving, letting music fill her soul. Nobody knows why she dances alone. No, nobody knows what she's running from. You can ask her to dance if you wanna, but you smile and just say no. Nobody knows why she dances alone. There's a million things that it could be, from broken hearts to broken dreams, or getting tired of being let down one more time. To tell you the truth, your guess is as good as mine. Nobody knows why she dances alone. No, nobody knows. Is there something at home? Nobody knows why she dances alone. No, nobody knows what she's running from. You can ask her to dance if you want, but you smile and just say no. Nobody knows why she dances alone. Nobody knows why she dances alone. Said nobody knows.
Hey y'all, this is Dave Kilner from the band Coldwater Canyon, and you're watching RSBN, the Right Side Broadcasting Network, your #1 streaming source for all things Trump. You can find Coldwater Canyon's music on cdbaby.com and keep tuning in to RSBN. We'll be right here on the Trump train with you.
We're gonna make America great again.